Hello friends, Coach Bob with you this morning, and it is an early morning as you can tell. It is actually 5:30 straight up. My estimated departure time was 5:30, so I'm a little ahead of schedule. Look at that. Well, if you're wondering where we're going, well, you know, it shouldn't surprise anyone. We are in March, which means obviously Daytona Bike Week is going on. So today is Friday, March 5th maybe. I'm heading over to Bike Week. I'm going to be at the BRP booth all day today, and then tomorrow I'm going to be showing my son-in-law around Daytona for the very first time. Never been to Daytona Bike Week at all. His parents left him a Harley Davidson at the house when they went back up to Wisconsin. They were like, we don't ride this thing in the wintertime, so why don't you keep it down here and ride it? So he's super excited. Very first time Daytona. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. You can see the mist up there. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. It's going to be a foggy morning. I've opted for the Interstate for the first half of the ride. If the fog looms later in the day, then I'll stay on the Interstate. The deer around here is the big issue, and so I don't want to get on these 2- and 4-lane country roads and all of a sudden there I am, you know, looking at Bambi, you know, through my windshield. Literally through the windshield. So I'm going to hit the Interstate. I'm not going to drop the hammer or anything like that. You know, 68 to 70 is my goal as far as my speeds and everything. But it's going to be a great trip over to Daytona, and it's going to be an awesome ride over as well. So stick around, give the video a thumbs up, all that jazz. You know how to appreciate it. All right. Well, I'm going to shut these cameras down because I know you're looking at a lot of darkness right now. So let me put some miles in and get some sun going. Well, we are on the Interstate. I'm going to turn this music down, listen to a little Bad Company this morning. Oh, it's been a beautiful ride. It's been quite foggy. In fact, I was thinking that I was going to end up having to do the Interstate all the way over, but it looks like most of the fog's starting to burn off. So I'm really grateful for that. I don't want to do the Interstate the whole way, but if I have to, I do, you know. But if it'll keep burning off like this, man, heck, it might be end up being a perfect ride. You know, mornings like this, you get out and you start moving early and you end up getting it done. I really do like leaving early. You know, I've got some big trips planned for later in the year. We'll see if they come to fruition or not. But I can assure you one thing, that if I'm riding in the summer heat, I will be up very, very early. I will be on the road no later than 5:30. That way I have 4 hours of riding before the heat is abysmal, because you may end up having to stop every hour in the heat. The heat is I'm telling you, is my big enemy now. I used to love it. You see we've been about 82 miles, so pretty easy ride, nice and comfortable. You see my average speed, 64. You know, that's with the, you know, driving up to the Interstate where I had to stop at red lights and stuff. I haven't stopped at all. My fuel, doing 31 miles to the gallon on fuel, so I'm not bad on that either. I'm going to tell you that the sea to sky, well, I'll even go further than that. The RT, just generally speaking, is a fabulous tourer. It is a masterclass of a touring machine. I don't think there's anything that you can get that will even compare to it. And that's from a guy who has loads of miles on him, that's for sure. You know, I'm hoping that I'll get to ride a REDROCK Canyon for a year or so. You know, something that I can really put some big miles on that, give you, you know, my feelings on that. But I think it'll be a worthy tour. Will it be as plush as this? No, it's not designed to be. But it will be. But will it be something you can do 500 to 600 mile days pretty comfortably? I think it will be. I guess I'll find out. I know the seat is narrower, is more firm, more like an adventure motorcycle. The windshield doesn't have as large of a profile, so that could be an issue with wind noise and a little bit of buffeting. But you know, I still think that it will eat up massive miles like they're nothing. But hopefully I'll know more about that in the next 6 weeks. I mean, that's my plan. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. You know, mornings like this also bring back times of when you were riding with the people you love, you know, and you know, either don't want to ride anymore or that aren't here anymore, you know, and this part of the day is just absolutely magical. I mean, it's just absolutely magical. Everything's super wet from the fog. It was, I mean, it was pretty creepy earlier, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. It got pretty dense. No point in running a camera. It was just going to be a wet mess. All right, well, I'm going to put in a few more miles, and next time I talk to you, I'll be a little bit closer. Where that will be, well, I don't know. We'll probably be gassing up, though, wherever that is. All right, well, we are going through the little town of Stark, Florida. One of my favorite little towns around here. I've got relatives that live here. They've been here forever. I mean, forever. You know, they built this overpass in this little town a few years ago, and it really is nice. You get to go up and over the railroad tracks. It used to be pretty difficult. Now, what Stark is known for, actually, this whole area, there's a lot of prisons in this area, and that's where everybody works. You know, you would never think that a prison would be a huge industry like it is, but it really is. Crime rate is like super duper duper low here. Cost of living's really low here. It's a nice place to live. It's a very nice place to live. Boy, I can smell the barbecue too, man. There's Sonny's right over there. Man, that smells good. Wow. You know, when you get off the interstate, this is the thing that kind of eats your time up, is sitting at red lights. I don't mind going through towns or a little bit of traffic. Man, these red lights, they just, I don't know, man. Almost makes the interstate worth it. Nah, not really. But they are. It's amazing how long some of these lights are with as few cars as you have. And it's amazing how much they'll back up on the road that they're supposedly helping. And the other road, they don't back up at all. But yeah, my mother grew up in this area. She grew up in High Springs, Providence, Lake Butler, all of that stuff. All of that's a stone's throw from here. So when I was a boy, I have very fond memories of all of this part of the state. This is the hidden part of the state. This is the part where people work for a living and come home, and it's not a bunch of flash like South Florida. The downtown area is right over there, just on the bottom side of this overpass. It took them several years to get this overpass knocked out. I remember coming through here, man, it was like, man, they're never going to get done with this thing. But they did. But I'm going to stop in Keystone Heights and fuel up there. That'll give me, probably, I don't know, 140 miles, maybe 130 miles, something like that. The name of that creek right there is Alligator Creek. I guarantee you they didn't name it because they thought it was funny. It's because there's alligators in it. If there's water in Florida and you jump in, just understand, I'm not telling you to be afraid, just understand there's an alligator in it. If it's a puddle bigger than 10 by 10, there's an alligator in it. They're everywhere. Oh, I didn't see one. Well, if you want to see one, come on down. I'll show you one. I'll show you a bunch of them. I really do look forward to getting over to Daytona, though. I'm going to be hanging out in the BRP booth all day today. It's going to be super cool. Meet some old friends and meet some new friends. It's going to be nice. It's going to be super nice. You know, I remember years ago coming over here with some friends of mine. We were on Harleys, you know, we were doing our thing, and we got caught in some rain. Well, we got a buddy of mine, Dave. Hi, Dave, if you're watching. He bought this cheap Walmart rain suit. It was orange. It was bright orange. And we had our, you know, our expensive suits, me and a buddy of mine, an older guy named Mac. So we all suited up because it just poured rain, man. It was unbelievable. Well, by the time we got to Daytona, Dave looked like he had a bunch of orange flags taped to him. I mean, the wind on that motorcycle just shredded, absolutely shredded that rain suit. He was drenched and we were laughing. So, you know, when you go to buy a rain suit, you may not want to get the cheapest thing at Walmart. Or like Coach Vic, that time we were riding, we were traveling, she decided she was going to do a poncho, and I'm like, poncho's not a good idea. Oh, it'll be fine, I'm on the back. She got that poncho, man, that thing was a kite. It was all over her. She was cussing, she was mad, and it was cute though. It had like it was black with big old white dots all over it. She's like, oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna be so dry and comfortable, and I can just throw it on over my head. It's gonna be great. Nah, it didn't work too good. Yeah, there was a call for rain this morning, but it ended up just being a bunch of fog. So I'm grateful. The fog has been on and off, but not too terrible. All right. Well, I'm going to turn these cameras off, and I'm going to put in some miles and get some gas here in Keystone Heights, and talk to you in a bit. No ride to Daytona would be complete without, when you're going through Palatka, to ride over this big, beautiful bridge, see this big, beautiful water. Oh yeah. What a view, what a view. Such a beautiful section up here of the state. Again, most people never get to these sections. They're always on the coast, over towards the beach. They don't get into the inner part of Florida. Big, beautiful bodies of water like this that you constantly have, boats, fishermen. It really is an outdoor paradise here. And normally when I go through Palatka, I am cooking. I mean, it is just always hot when I come through here. And I sit at red lights a long time, and I avoid this town sometimes because of that. But it is a beautiful place. And it's pretty darn busy for something as small as it is. But there's no doubt it holds a lot of beauty, and there's a lot of conveniences here. This would be a great place to live. Man, you talk about motorcycles. I have passed hundreds of motorcycles. You know, there's no doubt Bike Week is in full swing. This is the last weekend, and normally this is the big weekend, the first weekend, you know, things are gearing up. Tonight and tomorrow night will be insane. Sunday will be pretty much a ghost town. You know, everybody will be torn down. Late Saturday, all the vendors will start tearing their tents down. But Main Street Saturday night will be a zoo. We'll definitely be hitting Main Street either tonight or tomorrow night, one of the two. Get on around these guys. No blinker, just stopped. Interesting. That's one way to do it, I guess. It's not a good way, but it's a way. But yeah, so Daytona will be cooking today and tomorrow. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's starting to warm up. It's about 80 degrees. I'm going to start peeling some layers here shortly. Got a sweatshirt and a flannel up under this summer jacket that just kind of bridged my morning, you know, until the warmer part of the day, and then I'll start peeling layers off. All right, well, we are getting close, y'all. Time to go see some Spyders and some people and some Harleys and some insanity. Make sure I'm not speeding, man. I tell you what, they will get you. This guy found out the hard way. You know, I remember sometimes in Bike Week, back in the full swing of things, back in the late 90s, it would be so packed over there, you'd have to stay in Palatka. We'd stay over here and ride in, and it's, you know, 50 miles from here. But you get little places, you know, and it was cheap. And we like that. All right, well, let's put in that last 50, 60 miles, and we'll be there before you know it. All right, well, I am at the racetrack, and I managed to do all that by 10. I thought it was going to be 10:30, so I made good time. Now to just find the BRP booth. Oh, look at this right here as I speak. Hey, Dave. Hey, how you doing? Look at that, 1 minute early. 1 minute early. How good? How are you? How you doing, brother? Yeah, man. Good to see you. Excuse me, can you sell me a Can-Am?
Yeah. How's your day going?
It's going great.
Good.
Going awesome. All right, just got to get up here by Marco. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. You have a fan over there.
I have what? Oh, okay.
The guy there said he was interested about Spyder because he saw your YouTube video.
Awesome.
So go talk to him.
I will do it. See you, brother.
Good to see
Looks like you guys are getting pounded today. Busy.
Yes, very busy.
That's awesome. Are you guys going to buy a Spyder? Is that what you're saying? Hey, look here. How you doing, man? You're going to see my tens?
Is that right? All 10 of them?
Yeah.
At the same time? Hey, everybody. This guy's amazing.
So you're thinking you're about to take the plunge.
I am.
Considering.
About to take the plunge.
Well, I spent the full day with the at the Can-Am BRP booth. It was great. It is super noisy here, as you can tell. But we are about 30 minutes from my hotel, so I'm going to go over there and get checked in. So it'll be nice. Man, what a great day. I just want to thank Marco and Alex and Tyler. Man, you know, they are just so wonderful, man. Jarrett, who takes care of me. You know, the BRP people, they treat me better than I deserve, and I am really grateful. And if somehow, just somehow, this video makes it to folks that, you know, are their bosses or whatever, you know, I want you to recognize how valuable these people are in the work that they do. It really is amazing. They work their butts off, and it was hot today. You know, when you're coming down from Canada and you're in this Florida heat and you're just out there sweating your rear end off, man, they earned their money today. Whatever they got paid, they deserve more, I'll tell you that. So there you have it. That and a quarter, you get a back cup of coffee, but that's my feelings on it. That breeze feels nice. You get out from behind all of the protection of all that up there, and it is wonderful to get some wind on me. Nice. I have to adjust my mirrors. There was a bunch of movement around, people leaning against things, and you know, not a problem, obviously. You know, I find it amazing that the personalities, you know, with every type of motorcycle, it really is cool. You know, you see young guys on sport bikes and older guys on Harleys and couples and people on Spyders and Rikers and that sort of thing. And it really is nice to see that there can be such a broad spectrum of people that simply celebrate motorcycles. And I love that. I love that more than you could even imagine. My son-in-law is riding in this afternoon. He's going to be getting here tonight. I'm going to go to the hotel. Yes, Coach Vic is showing up. My daughter and granddaughter are going to be here. And Coach Vic's going to be hanging out with them. It's going to be nice. Well, I was going to get over. Hang on, here we go. Coach Vic's going to be hanging out with them and all that, and babysitting while my son-in-law David, my beautiful daughter Lou, we all go out tomorrow and experience Bike Week. Coach Vic said, she goes, I have no desire to experience Bike Week, Bob. I've experienced it many times, and I would just as soon watch the grandbaby. Good for Coach Vic. I salute her on that endeavor. Get my phone charger cable out because I don't know where my phone charge is. It's been off a charge all day though. Here we go. It's that simple, isn't it? You know, I tell you, where were we without all this newfangled cool stuff? But I'm hoping that tonight I can do Main Street. But I do want to thank, again, Tyler, and I want to thank Alex for, she left and went and got lunch for us. Man, it was super nice because she knows I'm health conscious about my heart and all that stuff. So she went out and bought me a brown rice protein bowl from Chipotle. This guy in his van, I guess he got a little confused, didn't he? So I do appreciate that, because I was able to eat health conscious all day. I feel good. The heat was hard today. I'm not gonna lie, the heat was kind of slapping me down a bit, but everything felt solid. My health felt good today, so I'm very, very pleased with that. But tonight, I'm really hoping that we can get out, do Main Street, you know, with me and my daughter and my son-in-law. I think they'll really, really like it. We'll go out about 9 o'clock, and I can do some editing super late tonight. You know, I'm gonna probably ride north. He's riding in. He doesn't really know the lay of the land, and I know he has Apple Maps and all that stuff, but I'm gonna ride north and probably meet him wherever he is. I don't know that that's gonna happen. He may not need me to. He may not want me to. He may just say, "Hey, Dad, I got it." You know. Yeah. So we'll figure all that out. We'll play that by ear. But I look forward to you meeting David, because he is a phenomenal guy, smart guy, immense character, just really good person. He's a school teacher. You know, he works with young kids, and he's very passionate about it. So, you know, say thanks, David, down below. I know he would appreciate it. I would appreciate it too. Check out the pink Harley. She got her dog there, man. You know, she's older. She got on like 6-inch stiletto heels on that thing, man. She's fit. I'll give her that, man. She is fit. She's muscular, man. Good for her. I love to see people take care of themselves. Anyway, I'm gonna get through this stop and go traffic. It's not very exciting scenery for you to get, but anyway, I'll be turning left at this red light up here. It's gonna avoid some of the downtown stuff around Main Street. You know, Main Street gets crazy, super slow, and we'll do this right here, just like that. So for those not in the know, Nova Road, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I'm not, this is US 1. That is a cool dog, man. All kinds of motorcycles, y'all, all kinds. But as anyone knows, at Bike Week, Harley Davidson is king. For 9 out of every 10 motorcycles that go under the wire, they're Harleys, and they're beautiful too. They are built, they are super awesome. People are working, customizing. I love seeing what people do. I saw a Spyder today. I didn't get a picture of it. A Psalms Bible verse was on the back bag, but it was painted this kind of butterscotch, copper, bronze, whatever color, heavy metal flake. It looked like the 1960s hot rod metal flake. It was super deep and rich. The sort of paint jobs you just don't see anymore. Everything's more that straight flat color. So to see something that was a throwback really got me going. I was like, man, that really inspires me. Here we go. All right, just like that. All right, in a little over a mile, I'll be turning to the right. Might as well start working my way over. All right. Man, he whipped that Harley right in there, didn't he? Heck yeah, good for him. There he goes.
Well, be sure and join me for the next episode where we are going to do a daytime, nighttime comparison to Daytona Beach 2026 Main Street. It gets super crazy at night. We even get off the motorcycles and do a walk around. It's quite a trip. You're going to love it. All right, I want you to do me a favor. Until next time, though, yes, you, go out by the motorcycle of your dreams. Eat right. Take care of yourself. And remember, if you're not having fun, you are most definitely doing wrong. Now you go seize the day, and I'll see you on the road real soon.